Hi, I've committed tax fraud.
Hi, I'm not committing tax fraud, totally not. There's no proof.
Shit, now I'm just flashing back to that shit that was going on recently of, like, people reporting people with premium Snapchats to the IRS. Ugh.
Why? What?
I don't know. It was in the middle of November, so I can only imagine that it was a bunch of fucking useless virgins stressed out about the fact that they can't get laid and
I
can't
thought it was like a
ejaculate.
bunch of yeah, it's the middle of not November.
Yeah, like a whole bunch of, like, fucking virgins upset about the fact that they can't ejaculate that month, so they decided to report people to the IRS.
Here's the thing. They can though. No one's forcing you to do no November. No one's
Well,
giving you
yeah.
a reward for completing that either.
Well, it's kind of like the whole thing of, like, those people that talk about No Nut November. You know that almost all of them are people who aren't dating anyone.
Eh,
Because
guess.
otherwise they wouldn't feel the need to brag about the fact they can go without having sex.
I've never really knew anyone that did that except for one dude who did it as a joke and immediately regretted it because he's just like, nobody cares that I did this and nobody believes that I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
either.
that's the whole thing. Like, the only people that are going to care are people on, like, incel forums.
And then I have one friend who's just weird and he decided to do it and then explain to us in rapid detail about how great his nut was on December 1st.
Why?
Because I have weird friends, okay?
No, why would he do this? I
have weird friends, okay?
It's like those people that, like, for some reason are, like, overly interested in, like, their friends' sex lives and shit.
No, he's not interested at all. It's just all my friends have, like, gay undertones. None of us are actually gay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, maybe one actually, but like
no, because nothing is more homoerotic than people who won't shut up about the fact that they're straight.
No, it's not that everyone's bragging that they're straight. It's just we'll like say really mean shit to each other and then end the conversation with "Bye, love you, baby. Meet you at your house later so you can, stick it in my ass."
Stereotypical straight flirting. Or flirting amongst straight guys.
I guess.
AKA that other thing that makes straight people weirdly homoerotic. And the only thing that compares to the homoeroticism of people who tell people that they're not gay is cowboys. Matt Mercer, hit me up.
Anyway. High noon, Pops Boner.
Oh, it's high noon now, because something's pointing straight up.
Anyways, we were supposed to be reading the Light and Dark Adventures of Dark Yagami, but
yeah, this is what are we reading for those of you who don't know how acronyms work.
Or are new. That could be it too.
That too.
Who am I kidding? I'm pretty sure by the time we said no nuts, people are already gone.
Well, this series has been getting, for the most part, double-digit views, so...
Oh boy, 10's a real big number.
And we are at 97 subs.
Has anyone figured out how to get onto that one Reddit forum yet?
No. No one's commented anything. It's still privatized. I don't know why.
What's the Reddit again?
Neckbeard Stories.
Neckbeard Stories.
But yeah, I did not do No Nut November. I did No Shave November, which is why, until earlier this morning, I looked like a homeless version of troll Johnny Depp.
Oh.
Yeah. It was... that mustache and sideburns look terrible. And, like... The whole issue I have when I shave is the fact that, like, due to how my jawline is, like right within my jawline, like everything just sucks in slightly. So when I shave, there's still, like, in those crevices, basically invisible hairs. Troll Johnny Depp.
Meanwhile, I can't even get a beard.
it's not even like a full beard, mostly because all the hairs are more or less invisible on my skin.
Just dye your beard.
Oh yes, because that's what I need, hair dye on my face.
Well, your hair is on your head and that's near your face, so it should be fine.
Yes, but there's a difference between that slight bit you can see at the scalp and having it to where half your face is covered in hair dye. There's a difference between those two things. Anyway, chapter 29, the fight, except no fighting.
God fuck, I'm already ready. Oh boy.
It's been a while since I posted saws. Because of that, have a flashback. Ah, shit, that was not the cowboy voice we were using for blood. Whoops.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's high noon.
I forgot what was going on, so he got on his computer. It was like a supercomputer and had thousands of screens and keyboards in every language. And
how would that help you?
I don't know, because keyboards don't work like that, if I recall.
If memory serves, it'd be that the keys would instead be having the letters of different languages.
Well, no, it's more like a keyboard itself is just a bunch of buttons, right?
Well, yeah.
I could switch around the buttons on here and it'd be the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's
trying
supposed
to press a Japanese letter, and I'm pretty sure you just get A.
Well, unless it's a Japanese-made keyboard. Or a keyboard for Japanese people.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a super fucking magical computer or whatever.
I think you just have one keyboard devoted entirely to Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Oh god, how big? I want to look that up, actually.
It really depends, and what's also interesting is that the symbols could either be a word or a letter.
Yeah. So, I'm looking up Egyptian keyboard, and it looks like there's a thing for it.
Yeah.
I just never got how that worked, because I'd think it'd be like, you type in a bunch of symbols, and then the symbols would like condense into one, one other symbol. Does it make any sense?
That'd be only if what you're typing in was supposed to translate to whatever word that specific symbol
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, like that's pretty much what I mean. Like you type out a
Yeah.
bunch of symbols or letters and whatever, and it come into the word.
I guess so.
I haven't even said I've said part of my Latin.
Yeah, you got the every language part.
In every language, and a webcam, and a magic thingy that turned off automatically if anyone tried to see what are watching his naughty videos.
So he
British
has
videos.
a magic... What is a word for that? Laptop shutter?
It's the automatic pervy hider.
Oh, God.
I mean, if his hand's on a stick, it's going to be pretty obvious what he was doing, though.
Oh, God. Someone just walks into Atari watching Anal Academy 2, the more than equal sequel.
And then it changes to him filing his taxes. And it looks like he's jacking off to his taxes.
I mean, you don't?
Not yet. Mostly I just cry when I see them.
Yeah. Yeah. The government is horribly optimized.
I don't really have a
Your
lot
last line there.
I said they were British videos.
Oh, you did say they were British videos?
They were. Have we established that he likes British porn?
I guess that's better than German porn, because that stuff either involves E.T. or shit.
Let's not get into that, please.
You've never heard of the genre German scat porn?
I think you've told me about it before, and that's why I don't want to talk about it again.
Honestly, the E.T. one's just fucking weird, because for some reason it takes place in Victorian England.
What? Victorian era ET porn is a thing.
In Germany.
That's still
Every
a
other
place
country-
on Earth.
Every other country, E.T. porn takes place in the modern day.
My gosh.
And no, I'm not joking. E.T. porn is a thing.
Well, of course.
And for
it's a
some
thing.
reason in the German one, E.T.'s a woman, and so you get to see E.T. get fucked in the vagina. As well as you get to see E.T.'s vagina.
Well.
Anyway.
Yeah. let's move on, please.
He went to flashback mode, and it told him what happened because he had cameras everywhere, even in Naomi's house, because that's where he got the naughty. Okay.
Okay.
Did you know that there's a subreddit entirely devoted to unsecured webcams?
Yes, I do.
Didn't need to be reminded of that.
Previously on Light and Dark, the adventures of Dark Yagami, said the computer.
The computer has a Dragon Ball Z style announcer. Previously on Light and Dark, the adventures of Dark Yagami. So there's this creepy dude. He did some creepy stuff, and Dark got cloned by Light to make his new clone Day, who is good and also a dude. The creepy dude got a secret death note and dressed as a chick and killed Matt and went to the city and put some cats in trees and sexed with the death lady, and then Elle died.
Okay, this story is already giving me stupid fucking ideas in my head. Because I just remember the whole, what if there's a good clone and a bad clone thing?
Yeah.
Because that's the explanation for Day. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if clones became like legal and happened in the future, and in order to deter people from killing themselves, they'd kill clones?
That's really concerning, considering the fact that unless you did it a certain way, the clone would be sentient.
Exactly.
So you're literally just murdering another person.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
I don't know. This
Shit,
story
that got
makes me
dark.
think of bullshit.
That got fucking dark.
He really did.
What's weird is I could actually see that as being part of a premise for some like futuristic sci-fi movie.
Suicide clones?
Yeah, and it probably like aped the style of Blade Runner because most of them seem to.
Imagine being that clone and just being actually kind of happy because let's say the person, like, yeah, it might share the memories or whatever, but it's technically a new body and it's like their first experience is like,
yeah, and you don't even.
They just fucking die.
And that's taking in the idea that they could clone experiences. It could literally be that they just made a clone, accelerated its aging, so that it would be at that point, and so you, and then like change the hairstyle or whatever to make it look more like them. And so you literally just got something that would probably have like the mind of a toddler getting murdered.
Oh God!
Congratulations! I made it darker.
That sounds like some I'm removed from what made humanity kind of futuristic kind of movie thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's just go fucking kill a clone. Who cares?
Of course, it'd be one of those things where it's like, how the fuck do you justify that happening? And if you try to explain it, it just makes it stupider.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like The Purge.
Alright, anyways, but who did it?
I don't buggering know. That's why I asked you! Watari screamed and punched the computer in the face, and all the screens exploded.
Then how's this a flat? Meanwhile, back where things were happening...
The computer was having the flashback.
Well, no more flashback then. Meanwhile, back where things were happening at the police station in the city where Light and Dark lived. Oh yeah, they got captured and jailed. Everyone in the city did, right?
Yeah.
Why again?
I don't remember. I honestly never know what's going on with this. All I know is that Elle's dad went around gluing cats to trees with bombs.
Oh yeah.
And I think we also gave Day the voice of Superboy Prime.
Which was what again?
Who killed Elle?
Oh,
asked
yeah.
Day, poking his head.
Perhaps the killer was near. Get it? Joked Light, but no one laughed because no good at. Because he's no good at joke. I had yet that guy and just want his death to be near.
I am suspicious about creepy chick. Dark suspiced, and pointed to the chick who was pretending to be a chick.
Peep, peep, peep.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, there's just a single soccer ball in this dude's shirt for his breast.
Oh yeah. No, I was just confused by the line, the chick who was pretending to be a chick, because all I'm thinking about is Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. I'm the dude, pretend to be a dude. then be another dude. Like, the whole premise of that movie is that's like Robert Downey, not the whole premise, but the whole premise behind his character is this actor who claimed to have gotten race reassignment surgery so that he could play a black man in a movie.
So I can play in one movie.
Tropic Thunder.
Well,
it's the name of the movie as well as the movie within the movie.
Why would you change your race just for a movie?
It's I don't know, but it was just fucking hilarious.
I guess it's better than blackface.
Well, shit, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I do suggest you watch that movie, because Jesus Christ.
Alright, I'll add it to my list of things that I'll probably watch in 3 years.
Oh, God. I have sexed a lot of chicks, and I know what chicks look lick naked. I don't know, maybe it's just a post-op trans woman. Still technically a chick.
I think that would make Dark's mind explode. Because he's so worried about looking gay.
Oh, yeah. I think we've talked about this before, like the whole R-Trap's gay argument really doesn't make sense when you consider the fact that the actual Japanese word that gets replaced with trap is literally just a word that means cross-dressing man.
Well, if it's a man, then it's gay.
Well, yes. Whereas if they identify as a woman, then it's not gay.
But there's the question. Do traps consider themselves men or women?
Well, in anime, considering the fact they usually refer to themselves as male.
Then it's gay.
Yes.
Here to hear, folks. Traps are gay.
Or at very least, those ones. I mean, that's, again, like the word used in the West has more to do with this weird belief that straight people have of trans people trying to trick them into relationships.
I think they have the same kind of views about gay people sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just like
anyway, your line.
Light was sad because the only time he ever saw a girl naked, he was, I am having a aneurysm, and we are not even we're not even a chapter in yet, and I'm already fucking up. Light was sad because the only time he ever saw a girl naked, he was blind because Nier had just blind noted him, so he couldn't see her, and that's why Light hated him. And also because of the time Nier tricked Light into death noting Taylor Swift, who is his favorite singer ever. Author's note. TV Trope said Nier never does anything deserving of his kicking, which is a douchey thing to say, TV Tropes, and I hope you read this because I'm fixing that now.
There, now he's done something wrong. He killed Taylor Swift. But that means that he would prevent songs like Look What You Made Me Do, which is a good thing because that song is terrible.
I don't even know enough about Taylor Swift to care.
She sued Spotify at one point.
Well, but that went perfectly.
I mean, she is probably one of the few people that has the money to do it.
Well, just because you could do it doesn't mean you're going to win.
Yeah.
So, like, was she just mad they had her songs or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's because the whole thing with Spotify is that it's basically musicians would make ad revenue off of it, meaning they aren't going to make as much money as they would, say, off of album sales on iTunes or in stores and shit like that. Which, for struggling musicians, that can fuck someone over.
I don't think Taylor Swift is struggling, though.
Well, no, she's not. That's the whole thing. So quite possibly one of the richest musicians right now sued the thing that's really just screwing over, like, indie groups and poor people.
Such is the way of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does this chick look lick naked? Light said, pretending he already knew, and it was a rhetorical question, but it wasn't. How? But what does she look like naked? Why do you want to know? It was rhetorical. No? I already know. But I want to make sure, because I could be wrong, and I could have been looking at a duck instead.
Okay. Female women normally have 2 chests, and Creepy Chick only has 1.
Two chests.
Two chests. They have 2 chests, man. Darkspook pointing to the football and the Creepy Chick's top. That is not right, except maybe she's from Canada, where these things happen. Creepy Chick, are you from Canada?
Yes. I've met many Canadian women in my time, and they usually tend to be unitated.
Nah, Canada, man. It's not
Canada. Canadian.
Canadian. Canada sounds just like a shitty version of Canada.
It sounds like someone from Texas saying Canada.
Oh, it does. It sounds like
Canada.
It's hit Canada.
Oh, you know, he's from up in Canada. He goes around drinking Tim Hortons and eating maple syrup that's been frozen in snow. That's an actual thing, by the way.
From bags?
Oh, the milk bags? That's also in Wisconsin, so I never understood why people are weirded out by that.
Question, is it in a Ziploc bag?
No. Basically, the whole thing is they make special pitchers for it. So you cut a corner off the milk bag, and then you put it in this pitcher, which has this little slit up in the pour, like the little area where it's supposed to, like you would typically tilt it when you pour it. And so you just basically flatten out the corner that you cut and put it through that slit, and that closes it for you.
Or the bag it came in can be closed too.
I mean,
sounds like the milk bag and
I mean, if you want it, you could probably take like you could probably take like a chip clip and like fold it and close it that way if you wanted to.
To be honest, I'd probably cut the hole in the bag and try to drink the whole thing.
Oh God! Usually, when people try that, they vomit.
Yeah.
But not like
it's all my milk. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's like I get that anytime I'm up in Wisconsin, so it's like, oh, I'm used to bag milk, and then I see Americans on the internet bitching about it. It's like,
that was just my one concern with it. Where do you put it when you open it?
No, they make like special pictures. I might be able to find a picture one.
But like, why do you need a special picture when there's a... Is it like better for the environment? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I think it's literally just a whole thing of like that's how they're used to it.
Who decided to bag milk in the first place?
I don't know. Who decides to do most things? Okay, that's not the kind I was looking for. There's a specific kind, and it literally just has like this slit, like near where the pour spout would be.
Milk bag pitcher. Oops, sorry.
That's not it. That's like a...
Alright, so I have like a normal pitcher, and there's just a bagged milk in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for a lot of these too. I mean, granted, part of the whole thing is also inside the refrigerator, it's typically going to be more or less safe.
Well, I'm worried about it spilling when you open it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that you are going to at least want some kind of pitcher to hold it in when it's in the fridge.
Oh, you just slide the bag into the pitcher then, don't you?
Yeah.
Hold on, here. You mean like this?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, I thought you cut the hole first. I was like, this makes no sense. But if you... Alright.
Yeah. I probably wasn't explaining that as well as I could have.
Bagged milk makes perfect sense now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with it anymore.
Oh, yeah, I also will say that in Canada, that whole maple syrup thing I mentioned, that is a real thing.
Oh, literally, I'm really surprised about that.
Yeah,
it's cold. Nothing's out there.
Yeah, you take a popsicle stick, you dig a small little hole in the snow, you put the popsicle stick dipped into the hole, and then you pour maple syrup in there.
Canadians are weird.
Canadians.
Oh gosh, Canada's getting to me.
Yes, I am, and I eat maple syrup sometimes, which did this to me. Again, I don't think ingesting maple syrup gets rid of one of your tits.
Where the did he actually say that in the
Yes.
Oh god fucking damn it. You have my sympathy, Dark returned. But that was a trick. Chicks from Canada have 2 chests like every other dude. You are an imposter!
Wait, like the other dude? Ah, I see. Dark is secretly bitch tits from Fight Club. Author's note. Gasp. This is a twist, guys.
No. Creepy dude tearing off his chest to show the ball.
Wait, what? I mean, don't get me wrong. Modular tits is an amazing idea. Just detach, reattach.
I've got a job interview today. Maybe I should go with one of the bigger ones.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I have to walk past a construction site. Okay, I'll go with the smaller ones. So I don't have to deal with as many people catcalling me.
Just keep them in the back of the car for when I get to work.
But I also have a date. I'll put
Yeah.
the bigger ones in my purse. And then when I get to the restaurant, I'll go into the bathroom and change them out.
I better get there first, though, or I might be really confused.
Like, they're at the table, like, just get up, walk to bathroom, come back, slightly bigger tits. So, something different here? No.
No, I just put on a push-up bra. That's all.
That might be weirder to tell someone during the date. You see, I changed my underwear mid-date.
They were just like uncomfortable. Wanted to change them. Why'd you bring them though? Shut the fuck up and eat your food.
I'd say I just, like, fixed my makeup or something.
Just don't even bring attention to it as he just stares at your tits the whole date.
Yeah. Alright, anyway.
He's like not even doing it pervertedly. He's just like, what the fuck happened?
Something's different here.
Just the entire date, you just can't figure it out. Like that, like, you got a secret until like your wedding day.
I'm just imagining
just
them
wake
having.
up.
Just imagining them having sex and like their partner getting confused about this weird seam around their around their tits.
Accidentally gropes one and they pop off during sex.
Oh God! Too hard. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's your line.
Yeah. Yes. Roared Dark even louder, tearing off his shirt and his pants and his tie.
Shouldn't the tie be first?
I don't know anymore.
They looked at each other for a minute. Then Dark shouted, "Watari, get the father detector!" What?
He went out 5 years ago for a pack of smokes and hasn't come back. Ah.
That guy from that one show that like.
You mean every anime ever?
No, Mari Povich comes on. You are the father.
I thought you were gonna say like that one show, you know, where the main character doesn't have a father.
All anime ever.
All anime ever.
No, I'm talking about that stupid show.
According to the test results, you are the father. Honestly, I'm just thinking Jerry Springer. Anyway, Watari came. Ew. He had a machine in his hand that looked like a bomb, which scared people, but it's actually just a father detector. He stuck the wires to the creepy dude's neck and eyes and butt. What? And the machine went beep, 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 beep. and exploded. And then a paper came out. Watari read the paper and shouted, "This scoundrel is Queen fucking Dad." Wow, all the members of Queen? Impressive.
Ugh.
Honestly, one of my favorite facts about Freddie Mercury is that he did have sex backstage between sets at concerts.
Well, between sets?
Yeah. So basically, like, he'd play one set on stage, go backstage, fuck some dude, come back.
Oh, he was gay?
Well, if memory serves, it was actually that he was bi.
Oh, so he'd just fuck anybody who came back there who wanted it.
Well, he was also he was also the greatest part of one of the greatest bands in history, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people would want to.
He has consent with them. Anybody would want to fuck him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm agreeing that he is fuckable.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be insulted. I mean, he's fuckable.
Yeah.
Why the fucking fuck did you fucking kill your fucking son? Fucking Toshiro spat in the guy's face, holding his head against his, like they were going to make out, but they weren't because they were just trying to scare him instead.
Well, now I'm both terrified and aroused. Terror-roused. Before the creepy dude could answer, an asteroid hit him and he died.
What? A fucking asteroid broke through the jail and killed him.
He was performing the Triceratops.
Well.
No, shit. That's a reference to a Cards Against Humanity video.
Ah.
One of the cards that someone played was performing a sex mood, like what happened to my father? White card. Performing a sex move entitled the Triceratops. Ah, I see. He went extinct. He got hit by an asteroid. Anyway, your turn.
Room holding a death note. I guess we will never know why he tried to kill me. El lulled and closed the death note and scribbled out what he'd written so no one could read it. I wonder what happened!
El glomped Knight all happily. You're alive? You typically don't glomp sadly. I'm tackle hugging you sadly. I guess a spear tackle could be considered an angry glomp.
Head first into their stomach as you hug them.
Yeah. Angrily glomping.
I can just picture like some big bodybuilder like getting into like a running stance. And then just like running across the room, the ground shaking, and all I hear is like his manly as he tackles somebody to the ground in a big hug.
It's fucking Zangief.
Exactly. Just like that.
Ah, shit.
Okay, where the fuck are we? But then whose body is that? Asked Light, pointing to the dead body of L, which was still lying on the floor where it had been death noted, and was starting to smell.
How long has that been there?
A while, because it smells. He punched a vulture in the face to make it stop eating him.
Where did the vulture come from?
Probably from the hole that the asteroid came in.
Because from what you said, they were inside, but at very least, and well, I'm not entirely sure. They're at very least in a city. Vultures don't tend to show up in those.
I don't think this dude cares.
It's probably nobody, said L, waving like a moron. Now, who wants pizza? So long as there's no sardines or mushrooms, I'm good. Or olives.
Or pineapple.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, I just don't like pineapple in general.
Yeah, that's understandable. My whole thing is I do enjoy it on pizza, but I don't like ham, so I never order a Hawaiian.
Alright, question though. Why do you like pineapple on pizza? Do you like it counteracting the saltiness?
Kinda. It's like this nice little tangy sweetness that, like, in my opinion, works well with the other flavors present.
Yeah, but pineapple isn't too sweet, and that's why it works, right?
Yeah, it's not too sweet. I mean, we're talking about something so acidic that if you eat it raw, it starts dissolving the inside of your mouth.
Oh.
That's what that burning sensation when you eat pineapple is.
Well, I don't eat pineapple because I don't like it, so I'll take your word for it.
But when it's on a pizza, it's cooked, so it doesn't start burning your mouth. Because, like, the acids have been reacted out by the heat.
I always learn random bullshit whenever we do this.
It's because I know a lot of random bullshit.
Alright, did you finish the line though? Is it my turn?
Yeah, I said now who wants pizza?
Everyone liked pizza except for Light's mom, so they all went for pizza except Light's mom, who stayed to investigate the crime scene.
Well, good on Sachiko for investigating the crime scene. Or investigating the crime scene.
She's not even part of the police force, right?
Nope.
So they have an unqualified person solving the crime.
Maybe she moonlights as a private investigator.
Maybe that's why
Sachiko could be a dick. I hate myself for that line.
Don't worry, I'll hate you too for it.
It's another word for detective.
It's also... Well, yeah. Okay! Can you just read, please?
Yes. This is definitely L, she said, stealing his wallet and looking at his face ID so she could drink more... and looking at his fake ID he made so he could drink beer. But then who was the other L?
Meanwhile, at Pizza Hut...
Oh, shit. Product placement. Everyone was eating pizza and cheese went everywhere. You're eating it wrong then. And there was tomato on the wall. You're eating it wrong. And it looked like a shooting scene in a cheese factory.
Why is there tomatoes in a cheese factory?
I think it's supposed to be that the tomato sauce looks like blood.
I'm stupid.
Really bright red blood.
Tasty blood, too.
Well, I mean, it's already tasty.
I was thinking to himself in the bathroom.
I hope no one figures out who I am, he said forcefully to himself. He forcefully exposited. Because I am not L. I am L's brother who is called K.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
5th season of Digimon. One of the bad guys in that had a quirk where he said everything that came to his mind out loud.
Oh God.
Yeah. He had a crush on one of the characters.
So when he tells you his master plan, it's not on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And this entire time he wasn't really even aware of it at first, and he fell in love with like one of the characters on the like good guy team. He at one point flat out said, "By the way, you just kind of say everything out loud." And he's like, "Oh shit, is that why you know my plans? You're not reading my mind?" Anyways, no one heard him except Nier, but he had food poison, so he didn't care.
More next time again.
I hope I can last. I feel like I'm losing brain cells the more we read this.
Chapter 30. After night comes the dawn.
This is chapter 30, so I've been working on it extra long for you. It took a whole afternoon to write it, so it will be a gooder than normal.
Yes, this story will be gooder.
It's already looking gooder.
It was a rainy day, and hot and windy and dark and lights. Oh, God damn it! They did that on purpose.
They really did.
Shit.
I made this more shit on purpose for you guys.
It was a rainy day and hot and windy and dark and Light's mom was walking down the street and smoking and drinking whiskey like a detective dude from an old film. Told you she was a dick.
Well, hopefully she's a good dick.
I always hope they're good dicks.
Me too. Well, I've said that out loud.
Well, you also said Freddie Mercury is totally fuckable out loud, so...
Well, Shut up. How about that?
He is, but...
Yeah. You know what the sad part is? I probably couldn't recognize him if I saw him. Be like, look, Freddie Mercury. And I'd be like, who's that again?
You know, one of two people who can wear a white wife beater tucked into their jeans. He and Wolverine.
Alright. Looking at pictures. Whoa, that's a man who looks like he's got passion for what he does.
Have you seen the... did you find the pictures of him riding Darth Vader?
No, I'll look that up now.
That's one of the things he would do on stage.
Ride Darth Vader.
Yes, he would do that during the encore. He'd basically just like have a guy dressed up as Darth Vader come out on stage with him on top of his shoulders.
Why?
Because he's Freddie fucking Mercury.
The world is a beautiful place, and yet I hate it so much.
Okay. Everything was black and white and gray in bits, and all the traffic lights looked the same, so cars were crashing everywhere. She knew Elle was dead. She knew Elle was dead, and Elle was not the real Elle, but was another dude. That dude was K, but she didn't know it yet, you guys. There was only one guy who'd work it out. The Brianest dude in the world.
Oh, God, not a Brian. Anything but Brian. Ugh.
Oh, damn, those are some swole Supermen.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. Big swole boys. She went home and everything was bright and made of colors again. Dark and Night were playing Just Cause 2 and blowing stuff up, and Dark made a million chaos and a helicopter caught fire.
Okay, I know what game they're talking about, and because they're talking about Just Cause 2, aka quite possibly my one of my favorite games ever. Because imagine GTA but with all the cheat codes turned on. On crack.
Oh.
That's the Just Cause series.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 is coming out next month.
I should re-download Just Cause real quick. Hold on.
I have Just Cause 2 and the online version on Steam.
There's an online Just Cause?
Yeah, it's like online multiplayer. So yeah, you can create a lobby, invite people in, and then you can have several people wrecking everything. But one of the things with the new one that's coming out is that the plot of it has to do with like this weather machine being built by this evil government agency. And so, at all times in the game, there will be a permanent giant tornado roaming around the map.
Oh god.
AKA, yeah, AKA the only thing that can rival the main character. In destructive capability. What do you do to take down a force of nature? You create another force of nature.
I'm just worried that it's gonna tear through the city, or like you're just in the middle of a mission and it's just like, hi.
That happens. That happens. Yeah, Rico Rodriguez. That's the main character's name. Yeah, the only thing that can rival Rico Rodriguez is a super tornado.
Oh god.
Like one of the trailers I saw is absolutely hilarious because it's called like One Man Did All That, and it's like a whole bunch of like soldiers from one base having to explain to their boss how it got destroyed.
Oh god, that must be perfect.
Yeah, it's like he tied me to a weather balloon. He was very creative. And then there was a tornado. And like their boss gets like absolutely pissed and just says, "There's no way one man did that. I'm going to find out what really happened, and you better hope that that doesn't happen soon because I'll do far worse to you than he ever did."
Does he show back up?
He doesn't show up in the trailer, except for like the different spots of gameplay because it's a whole bunch of like live action actors in a hospital. Having to explain how they got all got their asses kicked by one man.
Oh god.
Oh fuck, I love the Just Cause series. It's fucking amazing, and I hate the fact that it doesn't do well on YouTube.
It doesn't?
No, for some reason, like, viewership for it on YouTube, anytime someone does a Let's Play involving it, is always low, and I don't know why.
The only reason I got interested in the Just Cause series is because I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's It's like one of the most fun game. Like I played Just Cause 2 a lot. And that's like one of the funniest things to me. Like one of my favorite things I ever did at one point was literally stole a fire truck and drove it down the middle of the highway so that cars on both sides got thrown.
Dude, what the hell?
Or at one point, what I started doing was what I called vehicle pinball, in which I would take down a statue of the dictator, tether the statue's head to the rear end of the car, and then drag that to a populated area, drive off the an overhead bridge in a populated area, drive off the bridge with the car so that my car was hanging off of the bridge. Stomp on the gas, and then after like 5 seconds, release the tether so that when my car hits the ground, it immediately shoots off in a random direction. I'd bounce off of like 5 buildings and just start slaughtering crowds until the car flipped over. Like it's one of the funnest games to like watch, like even just to watch shit happen, but it doesn't ever get good views on YouTube.
It's real. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I am running out of space on my hard drive.
Whoops.
Kitty! Let's install this.
He shouted, running
Kitty?
running through the door with a plate of cookies and cartoons of milk for everyone.
Cartoon milk?
Oh God, that's worse than bag milk, believe me.
Does it make you throw up in 2D?
No, you see, it just bounces up and down and has a face and won't stop singing.
Ew.
Jokes. The silly L dude is naughty man. He's not the real L, but a fake, and I need to work out who. Since you kids are the smartest kids in the whole darn world, I want you to find out who. Okay, so Sachiko is a good dick.
Yeah, Knight said, her hair
You skipped
dying.
one.
Okay, Mom, Dark said. They were blood banana cookies, so he fed them all to Blood, and Blood did the happy Shinigami dance.
You must now do the dance of joy.
But even us two smart dudes and also a chick in the world could not work it out on our own.
Even us two smartest dudes in the world, and also a chick. Yeah, Knight said, her hair dyeing. We need to know algebra and photosynthesis. And all that other super brainy stuff that dudes like Einstein did. I don't think it's a good idea to take after Einstein's example, considering the fact that he fucked his double cousin.
Oh.
By which I mean it was literally they were technically both the cousin on his mom and dad's side because one of his aunts and one of his uncles hooked up together.
So, oh, I see what you mean by double cousin now.
Yes.
Ew.
So, yeah, apparently Einstein's favorite type of relativity is the kind that makes your family tree go in a straight line.
Oh my. I don't know what to say. God damn it. Oh.
Anyway.
Oh fuck, it's my turn?
Yes.
Fuck! Wait.
Wait.
Is it wait?
Yeah.
Wait! I have! An idea. Scream Knight jumping up. Come to the cloning machine, brother! Author's note, see origin of day Yagami for the deets of the cloning machine. But basically it's a machine that makes clones.
I know this probably should be obvious, partner, but there you go. Night and Dark both got bits of their DNA out. I'm sorry, what? And made them big and put them in the cloning machine. They also put some lion DNA in there for stronger.
So, are we having the gay furry love child of an incestuous brothers?
Well, no, it wouldn't be a gay furry love child because Dark is a female. Night is a female clone of Dark.
Oh, I thought it was light and dark. Fuck.
No.
Alright, I need to actually use my eyes to read.
No, night and dark. I might have accidentally said light.
The machine started and it went faster and faster and faster, and there was lights everywhere because the cloning machine was making them from Light's DNA.
So I guess Light's DNA is in there. So it's a triple incestuous.
Furry love child.
Oh God. Oh God. It's gonna be like that one inbred tiger. You know, the one that everyone said was a tiger with Down syndrome?
No. I didn't really look at all that kind of stuff. Ugh.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's like this tiger with like this foreshortened face.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But then they all died. What? What?
I don't know.
The machine was going so fast that a tornado came out and blew the roof off the sky and ripped open the lightning bolts of the size of Russia. Exploded. Jesus, that's a lot of lightning.
Yeah, that'd be a lightning bolt bigger than the entirety of the continental United States.
And smashing the machine to bits went everywhere, and they were on fire, nuclear. And all the light clones came out back to life like Frankensteins.
What the fudge cakes?
Nani?
Screamed Light's mom, punching one of the clones in the head, and the head went pop like a birthday cake being thrown into the highway.
Jesus Christ, Light's mom.
And goo went everywhere with bits of brain.
Knight's mom is scary. I know I just said
Honestly,
that.
I think she's my favorite character right now.
She pulled out 2 guns, but they were safe guns, so they only shot Nerfs, and the Nerfs bounced off the zombies and the other zombies and killed.
Well, they're not very safe then, are they?
Clearly not.
Dark did a clothesline, and like 20 lights got hit, and their heads went everywhere and bounced off and bounced like the Nerfs. How do you do a clothesline? I know you can clothesline someone, like causing them to run into your outstretched arm. But were there just 20 sprinting towards him?
They're just running in a line. Clearly, we've gone full circle at this point, and these clones are just toddlers.
Oh God!
They're zombie toddler clones.
One hit night, so she got so she hit with a baseball bat, and it killed like 100 more lights. The only thing that's coming to mind is a character I'm working on who eventually becomes a literal god.
That uses a baseball bat to shoot bullets at people?
Well, was it saying that No, she didn't shoot them with the baseball bat.
Well, she shot bullets with a baseball bat.
Wait, where did it say that?
She hit one of the mom bullets with the bat to shoot it back at them.
One hit. Oh, so she hit that. Okay. So she's doing the bat equivalent of slicing a bullet in half with a sword.
Oh my gosh, this reminds me of 50 caliber knife.
Oh God!
Know what that is, or do you remember?
No, I don't. All I'm thinking is like the giant knife gun from the Final Fantasy games.
No, I think it was something Cry said, maybe, or some YouTuber was playing like PUBG, I think, or something.
Okay.
And he had just 50 cal ammo, right?
Yeah.
And he had a knife.
Oh God.
So he's like, 50 cal ammo. I don't really have a 50 cal gun. I have a knife. Is it a 50 cal knife? If I hit the back of the bullet with my knife, will it shoot it?
I mean, if it sparks, maybe. Oh God. And she got a home run, but then they came back to life, so Dark had to punch them all out again because Night was just a girl, and girls can't kill zombies except some can, like in Resident Evil. Clearly, this man has never heard of Lollipop Chainsaw.
Seems like kind of game you play, though, with some of the stuff he says. Anyways.
That game is amazing.
I have never played it.
But Night can't, okay? It's made by Suda51, who's the same guy who made No More Heroes, a game in which a man gets a lightsaber and just goes around murdering people.
for no reason?
It has to do with like some backstory, but at the same time, it's a Suda 5-1 game. Why do you care about backstory?
All right,
I mean,
where are
this
we
is
again?
the same man who had a skull demon who turned into a gun called the Big Boner.
You're lying.
No.
The Big Boner gun. Shadows of the Damned, Big
Yeah,
Boner.
that's the game.
All right.
The Big Boner.
He's holding it like a dick too.
Yes. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Anyway, your turn.
Where are we right now?
All the lights were dead.
All the lights were dead. Then the cloning machine went beep, beep, whip. It opened and a dude came out. He had claws like a lion and hair like a lion and teeth like a lion, but the rest of him was normal except the tail, which was also a lion. He is a furry!
Well, no, he doesn't have a lion face.
He's still semi-furry. He's like... He's a Neko, but he's a lion Neko.
Yeah, he'd
so
just be like a Kino no Mimi.
I'm just getting back to the idea of Neko cats, but they're realistic, but this one's a lion.
Oh god, so he just sleeps for 20 hours a day.
He's like really big too.
And like he'll just randomly slap people and he'll take their head off. And he also is incredibly lazy. Everyone else has to do shit for him.
Exactly.
Because it's a male lion.
Yep.
The only thing they do is kill cubs that aren't theirs.
And sex, apparently. Don't they do it a lot? I forgot. I don't know.
I think regularly, at least.
There was something I read about what they did was kind of odd. Anyways.
Now I'm just flashing back to that gay lion headline. This one African country's government blaming tourists on two male lions fucking.
Because they watched two gay tourists do it?
Yeah, well, apparently that's what that country's government is claiming, which I gotta say, hats off to the gay people that were brave enough to fuck in front of lions.
Yeah, like for real.
Damn!
And where did they go off trail to even find a lion just to fuck in front of? Like, who went out of their way to fuck in front of a lion?
They're just driving down driving down the dirt road, and they look out the window. Hey, look, two lions!
Perfect. It's time.
Quick, let's get on the roof.
He was a dude like Dark, but he had Knight's mohawk and tattoos.
What?
You can clone tattoos.
Apparently. Oh god. Hello, he roared. I am the clone of Dark and Knight, and I am also the double smartest dude in the world. And my name is Dark Knight Yagami. Get it? It's a joke, as he likes Batman.
I really wish that Knight was like a word with a K so I could call him DK.
Oh god, now I've just got the DK rap stuck in my head.
Which one? The one from...
The one that talks about the coconut gun.
K said Dark... Oh wait, no. That name is too long. You are now Don Yagami, said Dark, slapping him in the face for having a stupid name.
You have no room to talk.
Do not slap the lion.
It will slap back, and believe me, it can slap harder.
Because you will bring a new dawn to our crime fitting. Also, don't lions have like super sharp tongues? So like, if you lick someone...
It's not that they have super sharp tongues, it's the fact that because they're cats, they have basically tongues covered in small little, like, more or less hooks.
Yeah.
With the purpose of that being so that they could get stuff out of their fur as well as lick any meat off of bones. So really, it just means that if he licked you, it'd feel like sandpaper.
Ouch.
Yeah, it turns out that Frenching a Neko is weird.
Don't French the Neko!
Unless you're cool with the feeling of rubbing wet sandpaper on your tongue.
French the Neko. That's like don't fist the android level. Don't French the Neko.
My favorite thing that came from that is that one girl dressed up as cosplaying as 2B, running around a con holding up a sign that said that.
Have I told you what my idea for the next con is?
What?
I'm going to go as an Oreo dealer. I'm gonna go like in a full trench coat. And I'm gonna walk up to people and be like, "Hey, you want some of the stuff?" Or like, I'm gonna have to figure out exactly what to say. But I'm gonna try to sell it to people. And I'm just gonna like open my coat and I'm gonna have like 50 different flavors of Oreos on there.
You want some double stuff?
Exactly. That's what I want to do. One side just straight double stuff, and then the other the variety.
Oh god.
Like I got the big one, boys.
All I'm thinking is the fact that since it's a con, it's probably going to be during the summer.
Oh, it's gonna be hot. I know.
Yeah. Honestly, at some point for a con, I want to cosplay the the Gerudo outfit for Link in the in Breath of the Wild. Oh god. Anyway. Shit, where were we? Oh yeah. Okay, said Dark Knight, except now he's called Dawn as he got himself some clothes. Also, considering the fact that he said he had hair like a lion, all I'm imagining is him with this giant blonde neck beard.
Oh god.
Just the neck beard goes into the hair on the scalp. But it also says he has a mohawk.
Oh god, that's even worse.
People, draw fan art of this, please. And here's my lion OC. Don't steal him. I don't want to. Have you seen his hair? Oh god. He wore a suit like James Bond and 2 robot ties that could be tied together to make a sword that could cut anything.
He's just wearing 2 ties.
Yeah, it's like in Back to the Future, too. His shoes were black and shiny, and they had heels that were fish tanks with fish in them. Ow! Fuck!
Drop something on you in the closet?
No, I just bounced my head off something. Oh, God. With fish trapped in them, so if he was trapped in a box, he could eat and had nothing to eat, he could eat the fish.
Won't they just take his shoes?
It depends on how they trapped him in the box. It could be that they just lured him into like a containment unit and closed the door.
Let's be real. With how stupid these characters are, it could just be a stick over a box and they couldn't get out.
Oh, God.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. Getting sick. Uh-oh.
Oh, God, what?
I ate too much.
Okay.
Yeah, the story's not making me sick. It's not.
It's not like with the other stories.
It's not that kind of sickness. Okay, let's do this thing! He roared like a lion and jumped out the window, smashing it even more and landing on the road. He punched open a truck, and it was a massive truck, and he drove it to the police station in the city. What?
You might be being an even worse vigilante than a character I have, who is a Nemean lion.
Those fish are probably dead by now.
Probably. I mean, they did just fall like 2 stories.
Now, this be from motion sickness. Aren't fish sensitive to that?
Depends on the fish, I think.
Have you seen?
I mean,
that picture
it's less
fish to a lake with the plane.
Oh God. It's less of an issue of motion sickness and more like, you know, the whole thing of like when you have a fish in like one of the plastic bags, you're told not to shake it. It's more the fact that when you're shaking it, it's bouncing off the walls of the plastic bag.
Oh.
So these fish would be bouncing off the inside of his shoes. So yeah, they'd probably be dead. Meanwhile, at Watari's house in Wales.
Watari was watching his naughty films and getting happy. Then Kay came in. He was holding a laser gun.
Well, that's an awkward time to be caught masturbating.
Exactly.
Hello, my good friend, Watari Bella, turning off the naughty films because they had naked chicks in them. Okay, then.
What?
I mean, usually, unless it's explicitly gay porn, there's women there. Though, at the same time, gay porn does have one of my favorite lines ever. Set in your lap. Cock porn. Shit. Popcorn. Fucking dyslexia.
That's cock porn.
That is one of the funniest lines to me, because that's like... I could see that being said in a comedy. Like, I could see that being said outside of a porno.
All I'm picturing is like two dudes watching a movie, one sitting in the other's lap, and he's just got his dick up the other guy's ass. And he's holding popcorn that's sitting in his lap. And
I think it was that like one of them was on, like sitting next, like nearby or like next to him.
No, only pussies sit next to each other. Sit on top of your man if you love him.
Two guys in each other's laps because they are gay.
Because they are gay.
Oh God. What be you doing this fine day?
I just want to give my grandpa a big hug.
Oh God, walking in on your grandpa watching porn.
And then you still hug him.
Hey.
Okay, said stretching his arms.
His pants are still probably off.
He had eaten a load of Jell-O, and the front of his shirt was all slimy and greasy and covered in bits of Jell-O and sticks, and it was kind of rank, so Atari made him towel himself before he could hug him.
I think someone else should towel themselves off, too.
Then they hugged, but Kay stuck the laser to Atari's back. Don't move or I blast you to bits. Oh my.
Whatever you say, you confounded wanker. Atari panicked, and not moving except to cry from sacredness.
Wait, if they're hugging, and Kay stuck the laser into his back, if he shoots the laser, he'll shoot himself.
Depending on what kind of laser. I mean, if we are talking about the kind of laser that will have the ability to kill a human being, it'd really be that it causes them to explode by evaporating the water in their body. So really, he'd just blow the both of them up.
Well, either way, they'll both be dead.
Yes. Also, fun fact, in real life, a laser weapon would not make any sound.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's just light?
Yeah, it's literally just light. So you would have no warning. Technically speaking, you wouldn't even be able to see the beam.
Oh God!
All that would happen is that someone would explode and there'd be mist everywhere.
Imagine missing.
Oh God.
You could have as many shots as you want, though, if you don't hit anyone else.
I mean, technically, if they're close enough together, all you need is one shot because the person, like whoever you shoot will explode and that'll kill everyone else.
I'm thinking like literally
you'd literally turn one of them into a bomb.
Like their bones just be shrapnel, is that what you're saying? Or
basically, like there'd be chunks of flesh. Like, because the whole thing that would happen is that the water in their body would evaporate, causing it to expand rapidly.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like flesh isn't very, solid. It just splatter everyone else.
Well, that's part of the whole thing has to do with the fact of how quickly it's expanding. A bomb without shrapnel can still kill you due to the shockwave.
Oh.
So you'd have the shockwave. You'd have the shockwave. You'd have pieces of the human body blowing apart at high speed. And you would probably have chunks of, like, shards of bone flying out.
Yeah, that's what I think would do the most damage, would be the shards of bone.
Well, probably that and the shockwave. Because if the shockwave doesn't kill them, it'll probably at least make them deaf.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, laser weapons are kind of something that's illegal in accordance with the Geneva Convention because they're considered a weapon that could blind people. And something that's explicitly meant to blind people is prohibited, is considered a war crime. That doesn't permanently blind someone.
Touché.
Because the whole thing with a laser weapon is, even if you weren't to get hit directly, but instead had like a diffused beam of it, like go into your eyes due to a mirror.
The reason laser weapons can't exist is because they make people blind.
Yeah.
Amazing. Anyways, then
Lasers
K
are
shot him
fucking
and the laser came
terrifying.
out. It went through him and nearly hit K, but he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
What?
Well, I guess we know how to stop lasers. Sunglasses and bulletproof vest.
But yeah, I will say, just imagine like being in being in like the Fallout universe because they have the laser rifle in that game. But imagine if that worked like a real laser weapon. So you're just walking with like some friends, and all of a sudden one of you just explodes for no reason.
Oh, you're fucking with some bandits and they can't even hear where the shot came from.
Yeah.
That has to be a mod. That has to be a thing.
Oh god. I'm just imagining if someone had it to where it worked realistically in Fallout 76, so that you have to deal with other actual people doing that.
Nobody would play that game then.
Because people are dicks.
Uh-huh.
I will say, what did make me laugh, like people complaining specifically about the lack of story, because it's like, okay, with games, like most games, I will say I'm typically either there to wreck shit or get my shit wrecked.
Yeah.
It's why I enjoy stuff like Just Cause or like the Soulsborne games. So like a Fallout game in which I have a whole bunch of other people potentially looking to curb stomp me is like, yeah, bring it.
All my friends who got the game already returned it though. Apparently it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I was just talking specifically about the complaint about there being no actual story.
I play games to play with my friends, so I'd have a blast even if I was getting curb stomped, because I get to watch my friends get curb stomped too. Or all my friends, you know, we're all fucking around. We all get golf clubs and we go around trying to beat the shit out of people.
Like how Red Dead Redemption Red Dead Redemption 2 has an online mode now.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Oh, God.
So basically, you have a GTA Online situation, but with the ability to lasso people.
Oh, no. People get dragged around the whole map, don't they?
Yes. Literally, like, you'll just have situations where all of a sudden, like, you're talking to, like, you're hanging out with a friend, and all of a sudden someone runs up, catches you with a lasso, and, like, runs off on their horse, dragging you behind them.
Oh my gosh, I could just picture, like, my friend getting on his horse to chase after him, like, give him back!
Like, that's a thing that can happen now. You can shove people off cliffs and like spear tackle them. Shit. Well, it's not quite a spear tackle because I guess it starts out as a spear tackle, but by the time you hit the ground, you have your hands on their throat.
So it's a spear strangle.
I guess so. But yeah, it's basically like, hey, what if we gave the GTA Online, but in a Western setting where you now have horses?
Oh gosh. First thing we're gonna do if I get that, like, if it comes out on PC is I'm just gonna spend a whole day trying to lasso people.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't lasso the bartender. You also can't shoot him.
You can't shoot the bartender.
I guess that is a good thing though, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get drunk. Because there are drunk mechanics in Rockstar games.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, not again, bloody bugger. It's what Watari says whenever he dies. No, it's what Watari says whenever he dies. Again? Watari died on the... Oh, shit. Watari died on the floor and Kay drove to the airport and bought an airplane and flew to America.
At the police?
Dawn wanted to ask Creepy Dude some questions. She went to the... Went to the dead room where Creepy Chick and Elle were sitting dead on the floor. We're still dead on the floor.
Hey, Creepy Chick, why did you kill Elle? Then he realized Creepy Chick was dead and he could not answer his quest.
You're not wrong. Dark, I need your royal death note and life note. Dark gave them to him. He wrote Creepy Chick, but nothing happened because he needed Creepy Chick's real name.
Okay, here goes nothing, he roared, tearing out the pages of the light note and pasting them on the royal death note with the paste. A big rainbow blasted out of the side, and an anti-rainbow with all the evil colors were like, brown and evil yellow explosion from the other, and the rainbows wrapped around Dawn, and all his blood became magic. He grew like a mushroom in a mushroom farm, and then he was Shinigami, except he was a clone, so he became a double Shinigami. One side of him was good, and the other was evil, and they were green and red traffic lights, and the good side had a word good written on him in Japanish. The evil side needed to stay hidden, so that said good also. What the fuck did I just read?
There's a lot to think about here, because my immediate thought when it said anti-rainbow was the hetero flag.
That's a thing?
It's literally just like a grayscale version of the gay flag.
Is this why I like the grayscale colors? Is it because I'm a fucking hetero?
You like black and white because you're straight.
I just realized something.
What?
In a very kind of cruel sense of the word, the hetero flag makes sense because in their eyes, everything's just black and white, guy and girl.
Shit, I didn't even think about that.
Whoever thought of the hetero flag's a pure genius.
Oh shit. I salute you, my man, my man, woman, neither, both. Anywhere in between, I have no fucking clue. Shit. Fuck. His fingers turned into pens and he could write whenever and kill dudes and also make poems.
He used his pen fingers and wrote, "Creepy chick."
Wait, Knight panted. Creepy chick is a dude.
Oh, fuck, said Dawn, and then Creepy Dude came to life as a chick. She only had one chest, but the rest of her were girly bits. Oh, God.
What?
She only has a single boob.
Now it's a real tit, though. This is confusing. What happened to my man thing? Screamed Creepy Dude.
I accidentally turned you into a chick, said Dawn, and the big blob of sweat appeared like in a name.
Anime?
Sorry. I'm having an aneurysm right now.
What?
And this kind of story, I just said, can you just, royal note me a new boob?
Yeah, that would probably be helpful since this is turning into one of those, turning into a gender bender manga.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've been reading a weird amount of. Oh.
I had one Steam game called Gender Bender Something Extreme, and it sucked. Don't get it.
I've heard about that. Manga Manx played that on her channel.
Yeah, and it sucked.
It's one of those that you probably could provide good commentary in the video.
Yeah, but just to read by yourself?
Yeah.
I literally refunded that to Steam and said, please get this off my profile. I don't want this on my Steam.
Jesus. I don't know. Recently, I've been reading Magical Trans.
Magical Trans?
It's the English title for it, because the whole thing is basically like this one, like these two students end up, like male character and like stereotypical childhood friend, end up finding out about a quote-unquote magical girl club at their school. The guy, thinking that maybe it's a cosplay club and he'll get an excuse to like ogle women, decides to join, only to find out that it is a literal magical girl club in which via a phone app they are given the ability to transform into magical girls. And so the childhood friend is having this whole dilemma about the fact that the main character is weirdly comfortable being a girl.
He uses a phone app and he's just a girl now?
Yeah, he'll just like randomly he'll just like be transformed for no reason walking around.
Imagine that same scenario, but your girlfriend, boyfriend / significant other has your app just to see what it is. You're just at work or like in the bathroom, suddenly you just what?
But it does end up getting to a whole thing, like the club president being like, well, I mean, if he's okay with it, I don't really see what the problem here is.
Look
so
at him, he's not upset.
The childhood friend gets used to it, but it's still one of those things. Like, you were weirdly comfortable with something that was just suddenly given to you as a possibility.
Hey, now I can ogle myself.
He does start to do that, but after a while, it's just a whole thing of, you know what? I just feel like walking around as a girl now.
Oh no!
But an evil magical girl type character popped up, and based on some of the things that happened, I'm almost certain that the twist is that character is the same situation as the protagonist.
Oh, it's a guy too.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like goes to like ambush them, and like the protagonist is like, oh wait, I should probably change it to the magical girl outfit since I'm just wearing like a button-up shirt and a skirt right now, and just starts like taking off the clothes. Like, I mean, we're all girls here. It's not like there's really a problem. And the villain just starts getting all flustered and shit. It's like, okay, shit, this is actually more entertaining than it has any right to be. Like, I am legitimately finding this funny. Anyway. Oh, okay, said Creepy Chick. I always wanted to find out what being a chick is like anyway. She pointed to Night. Let's sex, she said erratically.
Well, if you tell me what's going on, the gas mic getting all turned on.
They got naked and sexed for a bit.
Okay, I will explain things.
I will stop here for now, because I have to work out what things to explain. I hope this was good, though, because there was sexing and action. And also something happened.
Alright.
You're not wrong.
I think we're done for time.
Yeah, it's been about an hour and a half.
Just bullshit.
Sidetracked by so much shit. Me bringing up random things. Me talking about a random gender bender manga that I started reading.
We started with Troll Johnny Depp. What the bags of milk?
We started with No Nut November. Started talking about virgins getting upset about women who are using their body to make money on Snapchat. Then talked about Troll Johnny Depp. Then we talked about Canada.
Canada.
And their bagged milk. Yeah, and their bagged milk. Anyway, I'm Llytic.
Oh, just a normal episode, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I'm not saying my name.
And this has been What Are We Reading? We will see you next time. Bye.